100 Civics Questions for U.S. Citizenship 2025. Animated Interview Practice, Part 1, 1 to 10. The quiet meeting room smelled faintly of coffee and fresh paper, with a small stack of Civics flashcards on the table. Anne and Mark sat across from each other, their voices low to match the calm of the office.
Welcome, Mark. Nice to see you back in this quiet room. Ready to practice today's set?
I am, Anne. The calm here helps me focus, so let's dive in.
Question 1. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? A. The Progressive Movement. B. The Temperance Movement. C. The Civil Rights Movement.
I think the answer is C. The Civil Rights Movement.
Correct. The Civil Rights Movement sought to end racial segregation and discrimination and to secure equal rights under the law, especially during the 1950s and 1960s. The Progressive Movement focused broadly on political and social reforms like regulating big business, so it is not the right answer. The Temperance Movement primarily targeted alcohol consumption and prohibition, not racial discrimination. Question 2. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? A. The United States declared war on Iraq. B. Terrorists attacked the United States. C. The stock market experienced its largest single-day crash.
I think the answer is B. Terrorists attacked the United States.
Exactly. On September 11, 2001, coordinated terrorist attacks struck the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, profoundly affecting U.S. policy and security. The United States did not declare war on Iraq on that date, so A is incorrect. While markets were disrupted afterward, C misstates the event and is not what the question asks. Question 3. What is an amendment? A. A change to the Constitution. B. A law passed by Congress. C. An executive order issued by the President.
I think the answer is A. A change to the Constitution.
Right. An amendment is a formal change or addition to the U.S. Constitution made through a specific proposal and ratification process. A law passed by Congress is ordinary legislation and can be changed without altering the Constitution. So, B is incorrect. An executive order is a directive from the President to the executive branch and is not a constitutional change. So, C is incorrect. Question 4. Name one U.S. territory. A. Bermuda. B. Quebec. C. Puerto Rico.
I think the answer is C. Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico is an unincorporated territory of the United States in the Caribbean. Bermuda is a British overseas territory, not a U.S. territory. So, A is incorrect. Quebec is a province of Canada, making B incorrect. Question 5. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? A. Franklin D. Roosevelt. B. Herbert Hoover. C. Harry S. Truman.
I think the answer is A. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
That's right. Franklin D. Roosevelt led the country through most of the Great Depression and the majority of World War II with the New Deal and wartime leadership. Herbert Hoover served immediately before FDR and is associated with the early years of the Depression, not the full period and World War II. So, B is incorrect. Harry S. Truman became president near the end of World War II after FDR's death. So, C is not the best match for the full time frame. Question 6. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? A. Brett Kavanaugh. B. John Roberts. C. Merrick Garland.
I think the answer is B. John Roberts.
Correct. John Roberts serves as the Chief Justice of the United States and leads the Supreme Court. Brett Kavanaugh is an Associate Justice, not the Chief Justice. So, A is incorrect. Merrick Garland is the U.S. Attorney General and not on the Supreme Court. So, C is incorrect. Question 7. What is the political party of the president now? A. Democratic. B. Independent. C. Republican.
I think the answer is C. Republican.
Yes. This question tests whether you know the current president's party. The correct response here is Republican, as listed for this practice set. Democratic names another major political party, but is not the keyed answer here. So, A is incorrect. Independent is not the keyed party for this question, so B is incorrect. Question 8. What is one reason colonists came to America? A. Freedom. B. Free land guaranteed to every settler. C. Exemption from all taxes.
I think the answer is A. Freedom.
Exactly. Many colonists sought religious and political freedom along with broader opportunities. The idea that every settler was guaranteed free land is historically inaccurate and not universal. So, B is incorrect. Total exemption from all taxes was never a guaranteed reason or reality. So, C is incorrect. Question 9. What does the president's cabinet do? A. Makes laws. B. Advises the president. C. Enforces state court decisions.
I think the answer is B. Advises the president.
Correct. The cabinet consists of heads of executive departments and other key officials who provide advice to the president on their areas of responsibility. Congress makes laws, not the cabinet. So, A is incorrect. Enforcing state court decisions is primarily a state and judicial matter and not the cabinet's role. So, C is incorrect. Question 10. What does the judicial branch do? A. Commands the armed forces. B. Makes treaties with other countries. C. Reviews laws.
I think the answer is C. Reviews laws.
Right. The judicial branch interprets the law and reviews whether laws and government actions follow the Constitution. Commanding the armed forces belongs to the executive branch, so A is incorrect. Making treaties is an executive function with Senate involvement, not the judiciary's role, so B is incorrect. When you face an unexpected or tricky question, pause, breathe, and listen for the key word. Often the subject is the clue. If needed, politely ask the officer to repeat the question, then focus on the main idea rather than details. Practicing that calm response here in our quiet room will help you do it naturally later.
That makes sense. If I hear a name or date I don't recognize, I'll center on the concept like rights, branches, or roles, and build my answer from there. If I'm unsure, I'll ask for the question again to be safe.
Exactly, and remember to use elimination when choices are close. Remove anything that clearly points to the wrong branch or level of government, and what remains will guide you to the correct answer. Confidence comes from process, not just memory.
Thanks, Anne. I feel better knowing I can manage surprises with a calm step-by-step approach, just like we practiced. I'll keep using that strategy as we continue.